Mr. Newsom, you have a phone call.
Yes, Mr. President. You need yoga? When? Right now? On it. I guess it's a good thing that I sleep with my hair done. The president calls you and asks for yoga. Just kidding. That wasn't the president. This time, at least. That was Aaron Hagen at Norwich Youth and Family Services and Unhooked. And they have asked Jen and I to do a video yoga series for all of you lovely people watching this video. So we start our day out, most of us start our day out in our bed, and most of us know that when you start your day out, that's how you start your day out is how the rest of your day is going to go. So it's really good to set a good tone right when you wake up, and then generally speaking, the rest of your day will be great. So what I usually do in my makeshift little yoga bed here, when I wake up, before I do anything or any moving whatsoever, I try to find for myself at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. It doesn't have to be 3 things. I would invite you to try at least to find one thing that you're grateful for before you do anything. Maybe even before you open your eyes, but I find that would be pretty hard. But if you're like me, I turn my alarm off with my eyes closed and I wake up 3 hours later and that's that. So maybe you are able to accomplish that. So for me today, I am grateful that I slept in this yoga hall last night and my hair was done when I woke up this morning. Just kidding, those aren't true. But I am grateful that we were trusted to make this video series for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. So this is my little bed. I have found my one thing that I'm grateful for. In a normal circumstance, I would do 2 more. 1 is fine. So it's good to get the body moving and flowing and driving before you actually even get flowing and moving. So there's a good number of stretches, very simple, very easy, that you can do before you even get up out of bed. And I'll show you 2 or 3 that you can do when you get out of bed. This might take 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how long you hold these poses. And it's just really good to get your heart rate up, get your blood moving, and kind of wake you up a lot faster than you normally do. Because I know for a lot of us, especially when I was a teenager, you wake up and you're just zombies. I still struggle with that sometimes, but this combats that a lot because you get your blood flowing, you get everything moving, and everything's good to go. So first little stretches, you just kind of reach up overhead, point your toes away from you, interlace your fingers like so, press them up towards the sky, knuckles up towards the ceiling here, and then roll your wrists down and back up, pressing your fingertips into the back of your palms, keeping your toes. You can flex your toes and curl them back towards your face. Stretch out your arms, really compress your chest in, engage all those muscles, and then just slowly let it down. That's the first one. You can do that a number of times if you want. I usually like to do all these things twice. So once again, interlace the fingers, back of the hand comes up towards the ceiling. Roll your hands down and up and back out. Do whatever you want to do with your toes. I like to point and curl, just like so. It's a good engagement in my shins and my quads. And then now from here, the next little series of stretches that you can do are good for your side body, all the way down from your wrist to your hips. So you're going to reach your arms up overhead. Most of us have headboards, so if you want, you can just scoot down a little bit if you need to give yourself a little bit more room. I'm taller than I imagined, so I have to keep scooting down. Reach your arms up overhead, and again, you can do this just like this. You don't have to scoot away from the headboard, but if you want, you can scoot away from the headboard. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of turn your body into a little banana, like the shape of a banana. So I'm going to grab my right wrist with my left hand. My arms will come up over my head. So now, right now I'm straight. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my feet to the left, and I'm also going to start pulling my right hand, my right wrist, up over to the left side of my body. So you see how I've got kind of like a little curve. So if you look at my hand, I'm going to come all the way down the body. Because I move my feet slightly to the left, I now kind of look like a banana or a half moon. And this is a really good stretch from your wrist all the way down through your hip. And depending on your flexibility, it might go from your hip all the way down to your right ankle here, all the way down your You're going to switch your grip. You're going to take your right hand on the left wrist now. You're going to take your feet, put them slightly over to the right together, and then you're going to pull your left wrist over to the right side of your body again, making that banana or half moon shape on the left side of your body now. Feeling it from your left wrist all the way down to your left hip, and again, depending on flexibility, from your left hip all the way down to your left ankle. I love this stretch. This is such a good stretch, especially, you should really feel this the most right here in your rib cage. We don't usually do a lot of stretches in our everyday lives for our ribs. We focus a lot on big muscle groups. And then come back to center. And you can hold these, again, I said, for as long as you want. You can do them for any number of times. You can do them 5 to 6 times in a row. But always make sure that you're balancing out the body. Don't do 3 on the right side and 1 on the left. You always, if you do 3 on the right, you need to do 3 on the left. So always make sure you're balancing out the body. So for this sake of this video, we're going to do everything twice. Switch your grip one more time. Left wrist on the left hand on the right wrist. Take the feet over to the left and pull your right wrist over to the left side of your body. You can get a little neck stretch in if you look with your head and turn your head to the right. If you're looking out through your right armpit, get a nice little neck stretch there for you too. Hold it here. Maybe go a little bit deeper this time. Maybe you turn a little bit more. Maybe you bring your feet over to the left a little bit more. And inhale back to center. Switch your grip. Right hand on the left wrist. And pull your left wrist over and take the feet off to the right. And look out over your left armpit. Breathing. Pulling and holding. Always make sure you're breathing. Breathing is so important. And inhale back to center. Bring the feet back to center. And kind of just let your arms come back down by your side. If you are doing things twice, again, one time on each side is totally fine. But if you decide that you want to do things twice, try to go a little bit deeper on the second time because you're creating space in your body. So now we've done those two. And now we're going to just draw. We're going to take our right knee. We're going to pull it into our chest here. And draw it in. You're going to try to just pull that knee in towards your armpit. So a lot of people, what we'll do is we'll try to bring that knee to our right, the right side of our chest. Don't do that. You want to try to pull that knee into your right armpit. You'll feel that in underneath the backside of your hamstring, there in your hip a little bit, depending on flexibility. Again, you should feel all these tremendously, and they should feel really good because you've been laying stiff the whole night, no movement whatsoever. So now there is an advancement that I'll offer here. It gets a little nice stretch in the lower back, so you can stay just here, and that's totally fine. But the advancement, you're going to take your left hand on your right knee. So it's always the opposite hand of the knee that's bent. Your right arm is going to come out to the right side. You're going to look out over your right arm, and you're going to use this left hand that you've grabbed on the outside of your right knee, and you guys will get to see where I'm grabbing on the opposite leg when I get to that side. And you're going to draw this right leg across your body. It's okay, you're going to roll up onto your left hip, and you're going to keep looking out over your right arm. What you're doing is called a supine twist. You're twisting your spine ever so slightly, releasing the tension in your lower back, and you're just moving things around. Once again, these should feel great. Nothing should be painful. It should feel really good in the morning to just kind of stretch, to move around, to get that blood flowing. It should feel really good. And we haven't even gotten out of bed yet. And then you're going to draw that back to center. Pull that knee back into the chest, maybe a little bit deeper, and you're going to let that right leg go. Now you're going to draw the left knee into the chest. You'll get to see that grip on this side now. So you're going to pull that left knee into the left armpit. You're going to hold it here for a moment. You can curl the toes, you can leave the foot where it's at, you can point the toes, whatever feels good for you. There's not really right or wrong. And then now, this grip that I'm talking about, so we got our left knee up. I always say it's the opposite hand with the knee, so left knee, that means right hand. You're going to grab right here. What I do is I always extend my leg a little bit and I clamp down on my hand. My left arm is going to come out to the side. I'm looking out over my left arm towards the lovely Jennifer, my camera lady today. And drawing my left knee across the right side of my body. And now you'll see right here how I'm up over on top of my right hip, on the side of my right hip. and I have that slight twist in my spine, and I'm looking out over the left. This looking out the opposite direction is very important because it twists the spine. That's the final little touch right there. And you're just looking, and then you're drawing it back into center. Drawing that left knee in one more time, maybe going a little bit deeper. We'll just do this stretch once because it's a big stretch. And we'll offer one more when we get out of bed, and then that's that. So you're gonna just roll yourself up if you want, however you want. You're gonna get out of bed, stand up. My beautiful makeshift bed there. And the last one, you can take a nice deep breath if you want. This is just a suggestion. This is a forward fold. We're gonna use gravity to just kind of lengthen our spine. Really stretch out our whole body. So I'm just going to inhale the arms up overhead, all the way up. And on your exhale, this is very important. I'll turn to the side so you guys can see. You're going to hinge at your hips when you do a forward fold. So you don't want to do this and round out my spine. See, I can't go that much further. I can't go much further than that. But you want to hinge at your hips. You always want to envision like a door hinge that you're doing this thing. Okay, so I'm inhaling my arms up and exhaling, hinging at my hips, pushing my glutes back, dropping my head, coming down here, touching the floor, letting your arms hang, maybe grabbing the back of your shins, pulling yourself in a little bit more, keeping the knees straight. You'll feel this in the back of your hamstrings, big time, especially early in the morning. In your lower back, you're lengthening your spine. And if you want a little bit more, you can just take a rag ball, create a little shelf with the third eye facing you now. A little shelf like this, a window, you put your head right there, and you just relax. Shake everything out, just sway from side to side. Release your arms. Inhale all the way up. Exhale the arms down by your side. Now it's time to get your day going because you've got your body moving, you feel good. Maybe you take a shower, maybe you go eat some breakfast. Do whatever you need to do. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and as always, be sure to follow and check out Norwich Youth and Family Services on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste.